You watching Surviving in Alabama.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You're not going to believe what the deal I got. It was unprecedented, which I get a lot of deals because I stay on top of it, but I got a great deal. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Surviving in Alabama, guys. Today, I got a good news to say. I got the deal. Because I'm always wheeling and dealing. You watch this show enough, you're going to know that I am wheeling and dealing, buying. I don't do a whole lot of selling. Sometimes I do. But I really, really struggle, or not struggle, but I really put emphasis on getting the deal. That is, look, God gave us many talents, right? So God gave each one of us abilities and different abilities and many abilities. But that is the ability that I have that I can recognize and say, yes, I can do that. I have good negotiation skills, thank God. And I have the ability to sniff out the deal. That's really where God makes me shine. I can sniff a deal and I'm always looking. All right, and that is the secret. Like if you need stuff to prepare for whatever, or you need anything, and the secret is to be diligent, to really stick with it and look and pay attention, be aware. All that is the secret to finding a deal. So I can't believe it that I got this deal yesterday. It snuck up on me, and let me show you what I got. Oh, by the way, if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button because I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I mean all kinds of stuff. We're going to be talking about preparedness today, and I'm going to show you, and we're going to be talking about how to get a deal, and we're going to be talking about what I got. You're just not even going to believe it. So here we go. All right, so let me just set this up. So I'm always looking on Craigslist, always looking on Facebook Marketplace, sometimes I keep an eye. When I go to the gas station every now and then, I'll buy what's called a mule trader. It's just kind of like a newspaper deal. I'm always looking all the time, and I don't really know why I do that, but it's just a force of habit, and I'm always looking, and that is how I get deals, because I'm just always looking. And the deals if you're looking for a car, if you're looking for a house, if you're looking for whatever, deals are really victims of opportunity. So if you're ready to go and you can do it right then, that's how you get a deal. So I was doing a video yesterday about using my air chisel on my countertops because I'm getting new countertops tomorrow. So I'm looking through the Facebook Marketplace, and I see an ad that says emergency food supply buckets, $25 a piece. So I'm like, that's a deal. And I didn't know how old they were neither, because they could have been, expired, but I didn't know. So I just messaged them, in the ad it said, and you look behind me, see all this stuff behind me? See all this stuff behind me? Yeah. All right, so let's talk about it. And I'm going to show you what all I got. So the ad said they had 20 or 25 buckets and $25 a piece. So I'm like, cool. And they were in Athens, which is like 2+ hours from me. And I'm willing to drive for a deal. I will do it. So I messaged them. I said, hey, if I just buy them all, can I get them for $15? And there was a lady on the other end sent me back yes. So I'm planning to head out here. I'm trying to work on countertops and get out of here. And so then she messaged me back, said that her husband went out there and actually counted what they had. And she said, you don't have to buy them all, because I was expecting 20 to 25. You don't have to buy them all. That they actually have 48 buckets of emergency food, which is a lot. I don't really know how much really that is. That might be like a year's worth of food. I'm really not sure. It was a lot when I carried it. So anyway, so I was like, well, how about I just bring some cash and we just see if we can make a deal? She said, good, cash is good. I'm all about the cash because I don't do Venmo, PayPal, I don't do any of that kind of stuff. So I went up there with it, which was in Athens, Alabama, 2 hours north of me. And sure enough, look at what I got. Look at all that. And I'm going to turn this camera around and I'm going to show you up close what all I got. Look at all this stuff. So when I get there, I want to make a deal to buy the whole lot, everything they got. And so we struck a deal at $650, which turned out to be something like $13.50 a bucket for everything, or something to that effect. And so I loaded it up in the trailer, and right here is, I'm gonna stay with me now. I'm gonna insert a picture of it all in my trailer, which it took up most of my trailer. I got a 14-foot trailer. It took about, I don't know, 2/3 or 3/4 of that trailer was full. So anyway, so I'm splitting this. I originally I was like, I'll take it all at 20, 25 buckets. I'm and I'm not a greedy person. I never have been. And so I called my buddy up, Mayhem Country Living. If you don't know him, go over to Mayhem Country Living and subscribe to his channel and leave him a comment that you came over from Surviving in Alabama. So anyway, so he is going to split. We're going to split it, 50-50, everything I got. And so I'm only absorbing the cost for half of this, which is $325. So, which is, I'm getting a lot of stuff for that. So let me just show you what I got, because it's super phenomenal. Okay. I know the lighting in here is not good. We're down here in my basement, which I have a walkout basement, so it's like ground level on one side of the house, and on the other level it's underground. So this is the walkout side. That's an outside door. So this right here says emergency food supply. All this is freeze dried stuff and all like that. So says it's good says right on it, good for 20 years. Now, some of these buckets are 10 to 11 years old. And see, it's good for 20 years right here. Each one of these buckets, and there is 12 of these buckets right here. So 12 buckets. And each bucket has 275 servings per bucket. And as you can see, it's got vegetable stuff, corn chowder, pancakes, potato soup, stews, and all that, lentil and rice and all that kind of stuff. So each one of these buckets, it has a lot. So this is a lot of food. So then there's 6 of these buckets. There's 3 over here and there's 3 over there. So 3 buckets has 200 servings of these kinds of buckets. And it's got, let's see here. Let's turn it up in the light where we can see. Let's see. It's got Tuscan butter noodles, potato soup, broccoli and rice, oatmeal, whey milk, and vegetable soup, vegetable rice soup. And what else is on there? Italian tomato pasta. So all those are meals ready to go. All right. In addition to the meals that's ready to go, I also got bulk vegetables and some fruit. So let me show you that. So this is what we got. We got 2 big buckets of freeze-dried sliced strawberries. And then we got 6 buckets of freeze-dried green beans. Looks like so, which is a lot. There's those other 2 buckets of meal, or 3 buckets of meals. I got 2 buckets of raspberries, like so, all freeze dried and sliced and all that. And then I got, let's see, it's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 buckets of dehydrated potato slices. So there's 20 pouches in each of them, and I got 8 buckets. That's a lot of stuff. And the same thing here is freeze-dried corn, 20 pouches. And I got 6 buckets of freeze-dried corn. And then got 2 buckets of freeze-dried diced apples right there. Super awesome. Then in addition to that, he threw in for a bonus because like I said, I just made a deal to buy everything. I got this, says emergency fuel. And I haven't even read up on that. I don't really know what it is. Other than I'm trying to look through the buckets. I don't know what it is. So in addition to that, I got a medical kit. So really the only thing extras I got besides the food was the 2 buckets of fuel, and Mayhem's gonna get one of them, and I'm gonna keep one, and then I'm gonna keep this medical kit because I only got one. So let me show you this medical kit. Okay, so what this says is, see, I saw this right here, and I was thinking it was all just a medical kit, but that's not what it is. And that's what I thought it was to start with, because I had to do this in a hurry yesterday. It's extreme emergency kit, and it's got a compact stove, 90 servings of food, a crank flashlight, a water filtration system, a survival knife, some glow sticks, a safety vest, work gloves, a hammer utility tool, axe, stainless steel pot, waterproof matches, a first aid kit, which that's kind of what I thought all this was, but it's just not. It's an 81 piece emergency first aid kit. Then it's got emergency blankets, plastic sheeting, nylon rope, tube tents, and I don't really know what that is. Maybe it's some kind of one-person tent, maybe, I'm not really sure. Hygiene kits and toilet paper. So, and it's in this box, which is kind of like a tote size box. That's about the size of it. So all that to be said, that's super cool. So if you keep your eye out and you need a deal, because look, all this stuff, I don't really know how much it would cost to buy this new. And I'm buying, like I said, I'm buying it. It's all, half the shelf life is already passed. So it's only good for the next 10 years, but I'm going to keep this in my basement. So it's a cool, dry spot. So I ought to be able to keep it a lot longer than the actual shelf life is, because it's never going to be sitting out in the heat or anything like that. So, but just to say, you too can find a deal, because personally, I cannot afford to go spend $8,000, I don't even know how much this stuff is. $5,000 or $8,000 worth of stuff if I was to buy it new. And that's just out of my price range. So I've always been very frugal about finding deals and buying used stuff. I don't have no problem buying used stuff. And somebody else's trash is my treasure. Even if it's not working correctly, I'll get it back to working a lot of times. And so if you are in that situation, be very diligent and just keep your eyes out, because it's like hunting. You know, you're waiting for the deer and you're sitting there ready to go. And when the deer pops out, you've got your rifle and bam, you got your deer. It's the same thing when you're looking for like, you're buying something, you're actually hunting and you're waiting. And as soon as the opportunity arises, you strike. So I'm going to wrap this up. I just would like to tell y'all that you can do this too, because I just can't believe that I got this deal yesterday. It makes me happy that I can provide for my family. I can help out a friend, because we're going to split this. So his family's going to benefit from this deal. My family's going to benefit from this deal. And if hard times come, we're going to be okay. And so I'm canning, I'm doing stuff, I'm putting stuff back, I put stuff in the freezer, I do all that. So this is just the backup of the backup. In case things go south, we're going to be okay. And keep at it. I encourage you to keep at it. I will see you next time. God bless.